So you join us as I think we're entering Q3 now. And now there's still a few people left to go for, but this is just a quick test. You join us as I think we're entering the flame rate's going, how everything else is going. It should be alright. We do have some bang on volume, so at least. But yeah, sorry about the reduced quality, but it's either that or no stream at all for today. Should be sorted for next week. Tom with a 15-7 there, not a bad laugh. We'll see what everyone does as we head into the final qualifying session. Everyone's used up all the PTP apart from Jack, Poke, Josh, and Tudor, I believe. Right. We do have. Oh, there's been a massive crash between the Spiker and Formula Sam in the pit lane. Yeah. It looks like everyone's had their laps fucked. Actually, I think qualifying's done. I think qualifying's done, yeah. I'll go into general now. I'll have a look. Yeah, that is quality done. We're going to go into a quick break while the service shuts down, and then we'll be back. So after a few technical difficulties, welcome to RRC's third race of the night. So after a few technical difficulties, welcome to RRC long Bahrain International Circus. 15 corners, a lot of hairpins, and huge main and back straight. We're gonna see a huge challenge to every driver on the grid today. So grid lines up like this. Tom takes yet another pole. Third place for him. Taylor lines up on the second row in second. Sam in third. Rakes fourth. Knight fifth. Bing Bong go qualifying for him. In sixth. Sev does well. Josh Strack 2 does the leg. Poke Terminator Jack Dark all rounds off the grid. Out of form for him. Not a bad qualifying session. You didn't actually see it though. A bit of a low attendance today. We should be okay. Bang on volume is actually very, very good. We do have bang on volume, and we will see bang on volume over the coming weeks. Yeah, sorry about the low quality today, or low air quality. But yeah, um, between me and the director, communication is going to be a bit low, but we should be alright. I'll try and keep you updated on every battle that I can. I'm not sure why, but the pole position spot isn't occupied at the minute. Tom's in second. I'm sorry, Tom, but that's not going to work, I'm afraid. We still have Terminator to line up. He's in his grid space now. Oh, yeah, we can now see push to pass on the right of your screen. I believe that'll be just below the pit windows, which are today we have 3 pits. Lap 6 to 11, lap 15 to 20, lap 23 to 27, 29 laps in total today. It's going to be one hell of a race, this. Quite a low attendance, which is always good for the RRC, really. We have a in his car at the, I believe. I'll have a look at the grid now. I'll see who that is. I believe it's Rikes. So that's going to be a while before we start. I'm going to go for the piss dead quickly before we do actually start. Grand Prix here in Sakia. So we do have the safety car at the ready today. That will need it. I'm going to be sitting on the top of the start right for this start. I'll wait for the 5 lights. Believe we do have a connection in the general VC, which we use for updates. Not yet, apparently. Yeah, we're about to go, I think. Yeah, we are now going. 5 lights are on. Ready for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Here we go. Just gear into turn 1. Tail on the outside, looking to get the best advantage of him. It's a smart turn 1 from everybody, clean as pre-season. As Tom stretches his lead as we head into sector 2. Tail in behind, Phobia Sam and Knight side by side, Sleepy Bing Bong and Sev also going side by side. Rest follow in single file order. And we're going to have a battle for P4. Now it's P3 actually. It's Sam and Knight now as we head into turn 5. Spin for F Josh there, I believe. Yeah, F Josh was spun there. Sleepy's down the inside, and Knight gets spun round. He's off there, and that's going to be absolutely calamitous for him. It's a disaster for Night Charger, as we see the rest of the pack heads into Sector 3 onto that back straight now. They're going way wide behind Darkheart, who started in last place. Few drivers haven't used their push to pass on the first lap. Toodles is round. It's a big, big spin for them. Legit's also round. Few incidents on the first lap there. Front, Sev side by side with Jack. Oh, that's a brilliant move from Sev there. He's not quite past yet. And it looks like Jack's going to get a straight line speed advantage over them. So order is now Tom, Teo, Sleepy, Sev. Looks like Toodles is trying to get Legit into this very difficult hairpin. Probably shouldn't go for that. Legit's gone wide there. Sev's completely stopped. It was just a bit of lag there. Toodles trying to go round the outside. Oh, it's a great move from Toodles. Legit. Nearly spun round there. He's now got Dark Horse to deal with. Oh, that's absolutely terrible from Legit. I'm sure that's going to be a penalty for him. He's just turned straight into him there. On the straight. Drax round, I believe. He's completely stopped and now he's behind Toodles. He goes down the inside of it's a big battle this as he gets onto the back straight. Jack going off the track trying to get past Toodles. He's going to try and go round the outside. Nearly is the corner cut area there as he goes down into the final corner. So it looks like Tom holds a 5-second lead over this teammate now. Jack using push to pass That's his second use in 2 laps, I believe. No, actually not. He's just got a massive straight line speed advantage over the Ferrari. And that goes wide after that battle with Dark. It looks like Jack and Terminator catching up to him now. That's way behind the rest of the pack. Rest is just single file at the minute. F Josh in last place after the huge accident on the first lap. Knight's gone completely off. Poke's flipped, and Jack's going to get past him now. As we see, Poke dropping to last place. There was an incident with Josh there as well, who's lost even more time as Poke flips and can't quite rejoin in an orderly manner. It's into the tricky hairpin now for Jack, as Poke's going to chase them after an incident with Knight, it looks like, who's now also down the order. Push the past users, legit, sleepy, darker. Tom's used 3, he loves to see it. Looks like Darker in the bottom now with legit. Rikes using push the pass on the back straight there. Toodles has spun off the back of Rikes, I believe. He was quite far back from him. Not sure how that's happened. But we're on to lap 4 now. Apparently it was individual error from Toodles. Legit trying to go down the inside of Darker now. He's being told to stay left ahead there. It's a great move from Legit into turn 1 as he slows down. And it's Darker trying to get back ahead of Legit. It was a good push to pass use from him as he headed down the inside into turn 1. And, bad crash for Darker there. It's a clumsy one as he heads into the corner cut wall. And it's not the best from him, but it sees him drop another position. Rikes disconnects his car, is in a safe place, so it doesn't matter too much. He'll rejoin in 7th. Looks like Tom's used 3 push to passes in the opening laps. Josh is 2 just by being in last place. No battles. Looks like we'll be going off here for the second year. Still on the air, but just silent in a minute. My lovely commentary. I'll try and describe the action as best as I can for you. That's an 8-second lead for Tom as we head onto lap 5. He's far too dominant for the rest of the grid. I've just heard Tom shout something. Oh yeah, he has. That's a massive drop for him. He must have been cooked over by something. I can't see him making any mistakes at this circuit. There was something stuck on the track. I believe it was Rikes' old car. I'm not too sure. Actually, yeah, it was nice you disconnected. But it should be okay for you. Yeah, well, it sounds like Tom slided wide apparently and hit him. Now he's got a massive... He's still got a big lead over tail. It looks like something like that. So we didn't lose too much, but looks like it did have an accident with the cut of Night Shard game, if you like. Pit window is now open as Tom crosses the line. As we head onto lap 6. There's no gamblers at the back, it looks like. Darkar might be thinking of an undercut. He doesn't. He stays clear. Yeah, ooh. Jack's trying to go down the inside of Sev as we head into this very tight right-hander. Sev goes down the middle and that's poor defending from him. As Drac launches off his rear left tyre. I really do wish that didn't end like that, but it did. It finishes off the track. Knight's car is still there. Yeah, looks like Drac's lost his head a bit here. In the opening laps of this race, he's got a lot of time to recover it though. But it's poor from in a minute, as I believe I think you can blame Seth for that incident. He is doing well though, when he has every right just to hold his racing line there. But it ended up with Drac hitting off the back of it. I think it's tail into the pits. No, he still goes. No gamblers, I believe. I'll have a look through the order now. Yeah, looks like two does win. Like goes in after his disconnection before. So we'll see what. Oh, yeah, Jack goes in as well. Just not a penalty for either of them. It's going to be quick stop for Knight as he activated slightly early. Same with Jack. Both get going as soon as possible. And we already have Tom round into sector 2. Just ignore the GUI on the left hand side. It says Knight just because of his laps. Your leads there. So looks like no battles at the minute. Tom heads on to lap 7, I believe. Yeah, no, lap 8 actually. As we see, Tayo also far behind him. It's a 5-second gap now after Tom's flip. It shouldn't be bad for him. 7 to the pits. That's the first of the front runners with a big call there. 71.4, very good pit stop from him. As he's going to hopefully not the wrong one. Oh, he's activated the wrong one. He activated the Saber one and then eventually pulls into the Renault one. Not too much going on in a minute. We'll just everyone's strategy pans out. We saw the undercut work very well for, I believe it was Drac last race in Malaysia. That was a tale of strategy and mistakes as Seth head in front of Poke inside of the top 9. It looks like that could be a battle as we head into lap 9 as Tom's going to come around the final corner. Will he pit? I think he's just going to do the overcut because of his pace. Yeah. Oh, Poke, yeah, just spinning off there. I think between the two Renault teammates, I think that was an accident. There's a big gap in quality, but I don't think Sev really should have spun him off there if he did. Oh, two does dark hard into the pits. I'll check his speed now. It was 65 east sound. Into turn 1. Ooh, that was nearly a corner cut hit for two does. Rex is going to carry on chasing him as they head up the hill. Quite a while behind Jack now, about looks like 4 seconds, something like that. Not too big of a gap, but big enough for Jack to stay ahead. Right, side by side with Darkheart as they head into turn 2. Tim Knight stays behind him for now. Darkheart gets that place really, really well as they were side by side into turn 1. Very tricky corner to go side by side into that. But we've seen some good battling so far. As they close up on Sev, looks like Josh goes down the inside, hits the corner cut barrier as he tries to get past Terminator. Post going to hit off him as well. It's a clumsy inside. As Josh turns in really, really early for that corner, maybe trying to just leave a bit more space to Terminator than he wasn't expected. Another disconnection for Knight. I don't know if he'll be able to rejoin on that as Tail heads into turn 2. He looks fine for it. Reich's in the pit, 63.8 for him. Not bad there. He's going to make his stop quite early in the pit window. Did he? I doubt it'll be picked up by Audi, but apparently Reich jumped ahead of the green light. Yeah, it shouldn't be, I don't think, if it was marginal. If it was big, then that might be investigated after the race. I believe Darkar was behind him. Yeah, and they've both pitted. Dakar has jumped ranks now for 8th. Sev just ahead of him there. Toodles has gained a place. He hasn't pitted, I don't think. We'll find out now. No, he hasn't pitted yet. So Toodles is going to lose a fair bit of time. Tail chooses not to pit. Sleepy chooses not to pit. He already has done, I think. Sam into the pit. Drac into the pit. That's a big call for both of them. Yeah, both clean pit stops for them. Toodles ends up now. This is the last time to pit for everyone, so we're going to see Tom come winner. Also, yes, to pit Tail, Bing Bang, Toodles, Knight, as already pitted actually. Yeah, that's it. Now in 15th place, Knight. Not doing well after this disconnection. Didn't quite hear that from the director, but I'll give you news. He's under an investigation for jumping the pit, is right. We'll see how that happens. Tom comes into the pit. I'd imagine Taylor's going to come in. That might be a huge mistake right at the end of the pit. This is going to be really close. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, battle for P8 now between Reichs and Darkar. It's side by side as we head on the long right hand of Sev just in front of them. Oh, Reichs is well off. It's a big class for them as the lap. Yeah, and they're trying to go down the inside. As we head into the final corner, it's an ambitious move. But Darkar just about keeps in front of him. Looks like Nice issues and push the pass to try and get past him now. As we see him go side by side on the main straight. Toodles rejoin side by side with Sev. That might be a battle over the coming laps as he gets down the inside. Sev loses a bit of traction there. Toodles looks to go side by side with him again. It's for P7. And it looks like drops behind Reichs now. Oh, Knight with another oh no, not quite. But what a lag. Ooh, Toodles is round. He's been flipped there. I believe it was by Sev. Yeah, poor region. Like, he's going to try and battle Darkon now, and it's another crash for Sev as he heads into the corner cut barrier. After being so high up, he's now all the way down to around P10, I believe. It's very poor from him as he hits the wall and completely takes Tools out, who was also doing well with a very good undercut strategy. As he gets past, it's an overtake for, I'm not sure what place actually. Jack's going to follow him behind him. He might be looking to get some good points. Believe it's been like. Looks like we'll find out the order now as we head on to lap 13 for these. P6 for Darkar, very good for him. Reichs is 7th and Sev rounds off the points after the incident with two. Yeah, looks like. Toodles trying to go down the inside. Sev. Yeah, Jack trying to close in on Knight now. Oh, Jack's rounds in the corner cut barrier, but he recovers really well. And he doesn't lose. It needs someone to confirm that Knight is actually lapped. I don't know if his laps haven't been changed or something, but he's lost a lot of time. And he's in last place at the minute. Um, I'll have a check with. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, they've been changed now, so we'll have an actual order for Knight. I believe he's in P11, if I'm correct. No, P10 ahead of Jack. Oh, he's ran wide there. it's close now between two dozen and seven we're now on board with, as he tries to just keep behind him for now, try and get the best line out of these 3 turns in the first sector. Turn 4 now. And we're going to head downhill. Yeah, Josh with a big battle there. It's not that big for the position it is. It's for second last place. Josh is going to stay right as we see Poke. It's round the outside. Oh, it's a really good move from Poke to get past the experienced F Josh 200. Oh, and he's hit the corner cup barrier there. I don't know what happened. We're going to stay on board with Toodles now as that battle's now over, as he's still chasing Sev up round the long right hander as we head into the back straight. Sev runs wide a bit there. Toodles going to gain a bit of time as he uses push the pass through for the first time in this Grand Prix. Toodles will just shape up a move maybe into turn 1. Sev dives into the pits as we have now a second pit window open. That's a very good call from him. I didn't even realise Jack also went to the pits. And that's going to be battle over, I think, unless Knight can catch up to Toodles. Got a bit slow down into turn 1. It was close between him and the corner cup barrier. There's not too much. Yeah, I believe. Just have go through every pit. Oh dear. Like, Sev went through every button in the pit. Because he wasn't sure what pit it was, I heard. In the VC then. There's a battle there. Toodles around actually, and that's going to lose him. Maybe a position tonight. It's a danger for free joint, but he just about keeps in front of him. And Knight stays safe for now, but Rake's doing very well there to hold his P7. We do have a battle now between Knight now trying to go down the inside, use and push the pass on Toodles. Looks like he's going to go down the inside. Toodles runs wide there, and Knight stays ahead of them. Yeah, good move from Knight there as he jumps into the points now. Very good for him after being quite far down the order. Poke jumps in. It's a safe pistol from him. Terminator also win. That's going to be a tight region. Poke does a smart thing and just slows down just before the exit of Terminator. Yeah, it's literally the same shade of orange for Renault and Night Spun. Oh yeah, he has. Night's disconnected again, and that will be no rejoin for him, unfortunately. Was doing quite well in this race up in the points, but it just wasn't to be for them. Yeah, it looks like Knight is on the apex. Yeah, it sounded like Sev wasn't very happy there. Tom's coming up to lap Terminator now. He's already lapped Josh. Hasn't made his pit stop yet. Oh, actually, no, he hasn't. Hasn't made his second pit stop yet. Two just goes in. That's a big call for him in ninth place. We'll see what Legit's decision is now. Just behind him, he stays out, so he's going to go ahead of Toodles now. It was a very slow entry for him, 39.6. That might lose him a bit of time. Sev looks to have jumped Toodles now. That's very good for him as he keeps ahead of him. Knight rejoins, but I don't think he's going to be able to rejoin the race. Knight says he's so sorry. Oh, Sev round. Corner cut barrier there. It's a clumsy incident and Toodles loses a lot of time there on the corner cut barrier. Being a few clumsy incidents like that, they're very close to the track here. Especially in this corner now where he goes wide. It's a poor line, and I think Sev's just lost a bit of composure there. Back into the bits, that's big for them. 36.6 XPS, not the best. 7,000 for nice. I don't think I've actually know I have. I've definitely seen that before, especially in RRC. But yeah, looks like Knight's going to get one more chance. Yeah, if he disconnects again, he's out of this race. What's happened to Tail? Nothing. He was just going very slowly through the corner. Now 18 seconds behind his teammate. Tom is just far too consistent for anyone. No, he was behind Seth, behind yeah. Okay. I think he was behind Rex. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, Knight's just gonna jump off his car. Actually, no, he's rejoining. Yeah. He's gonna rejoin, I think, after Tom goes past and then behind Terminator. Looks like. No. I think he's getting put until last. Oh, behind Seth. That's not bad for him. 11 points for Knight. No, Knight's just gonna DNF. He said in chat. Yeah, looks like he's got bad ping. Legit goes into the pit. Rabbit's asking what the pit limit is. It's oh yeah, I think it is. Looks like Knight's car is turned into a ghost car and is now on the run. Yeah. I'll have a look now. Okay, ghost car is now sorted. It might be a battle there between Jack Wack and a legit. Actually, no, that's Terminator. Sorry. Oh, legit down the inside there. He's asking for spotting there between him and Terminator. The Red Bull and the Tornado, of course. Is it? It's not Jack's way ahead. It's Terminator's. Big battle now for P3. Oh, Draco's round the outside and Sleepy Big Bang the spins on the corner cut barrier, I think. As we head into the final few laps, just 3 laps until the pit window opens. Yeah, Cat's saying that Big Bang went for the spin. He might have been taken out there or launched himself off a corner cut barrier. But anyway, it's Jack into P3 now, getting good points for McLaren while Morjas is absent. There's 7 some clean air. Now it looks like 2 dozen Reichs might be a battle in the next few laps. He's going to try and close up as he gets through the downhill chicane into this 90-degree corner for both of them. Oh, Jack closing in on Sev now. Looks like that's going to be a battle within about a lap or 2. Jack's going to use push to pass now as he has on the straight. I believe Sev's using it as well, though. No real effect for it. As Jack tries to head round the outside, runs really wide there. And Sev's going to gain a bit of time on him there, losing a bit of time in the uphill. Right handed out. Jack trying to go down the inside. It's a really ambitious move into that corner, but he's going to try and set something up for the final corner. Jack on the outside now. Oh, around the outside, Jack into the final corner, runs really wide though. Sev's going to really get the better of him, can he? It's going to be side by side as he gets into turn 1. It's a very good battle this as Jack tries to go into turn 1. It's for P9, Jack currently ahead. He's going to have a good line here. He runs a bit wide, but he's going to get ahead of Sev. That's a really, really smart thing from him. Sev's still there though. Side by side now. Looks like he's using push to pass. Into turn 4, nearly hits the corner cut barrier. Jack gives him a lot of space though, being very respectable. Maybe needs to back off. One of them does. Certainly, Jack just keeps ahead. Nearly an accident there. It's just very sharp place hands it. Jack lags through him there, I believe, and gets the position. That's a very, very good battle. And Jack gets P9. Maybe still on here as we answer this long straight. Not quite. Ooh, Jack running a bit wide there. Seth might go down the inside here. He doesn't think about it though, using his experience. Like a wise old fox. Down the back straight now. Maybe. Oh no. Yeah, Seth losing a lot of time there as he goes backwards now. Oh, it's a brilliant save from Seth for the second race in a row. He's pulled it off again. Seth backwards. Yeah, it looks like Jack's going to get a lot. Mike's not closing up. Toodles is going to try and close up on Mike's now in that Ferrari. That's for P7. Toodles currently holding out for P8 in the final points paying position. Might be crucial for him. No battles at the minute. Not many people have been lapped out. I suppose that's always a positive in an RRC. Now just 14 runners, 1 DNF as we head into the final pit. Now things are about to get a bit more interesting. Jack does not. Bing Bong is going to miss the pit as well. He's doing very well in P4. We'll see what Sam's decision is now. He's doing very well in the top 5. He decides not to pit. Darker stays out. Yeah, Poke chasing Widget down. See what Rakes decides on. Oh, Poke's round. That's a big spin for him on the corner cut barrier. Rakes stays out. Toodle stays out. Jack is going to stay out, I believe. Yeah. All of them making the same decision at the minute. Will Seth gamble for the undercut? He doesn't. He's going to stay out as well. Terminator next. Will he take a chance? No. Legit next up. He does take a chance. He goes into the pits before Tom completes the next lap. So he's going to get lapped there. As Widget goes 53 SPS into the pit. Apparently, Poke used PTP there before Legit dived into the pit. Yeah, Tom's going to come up to lap Poke now. Not the best of races from him because he's done better, but he's not done well in a start to his RRC career in season 9. So, still tail 20 seconds behind. He's actually been gaining over the last few laps as we head into the 5 laps of this Grand Prix. Pit window's well and truly open now. Sam stays out. Dark Horror also stays out. Rex stays out. Toodles decides to go possibly another lap. Jack into the final corner. We'll see what his decision is now. Stays out. Seth might take a chance. Terminator next door for this little game of who's going to pit. Oh, Dark Horror's round. That's absolutely tragic for him. He's going to get going again though. He's completely sad. Seth round actually, as we had in turn 3, he got going quite quickly there. I didn't quite catch it. Looks like, yeah, looks like a 3-second penalty I think for Poke as he gets going again. Out of the pit. We're just going to catch him here, and he's going to stay well ahead of him. And that's going to be possibly about over the next few laps. Red Bull versus Renault. Tail into the first corner, he's coming up to lap these. Poke asking for a spot, and now that's when you know it's getting serious. For P12 this is. Not too bad of a position, quite respectable to be honest. But he's going to... Yeah, it's a very respectable position. He's currently second last now, so it would certainly be an improvement. He tries to go down the inside. Onto the straight now. Jack in the pit, he did speed. Exos through the field. 5 seconds for Jack as he goes 100 on the dot. That's very unlucky for him. Sev heads on to lap 25 in P9. Poker's going to try and get past Legit now on this back straight, maybe using push to pass. Sam, Legit, Tom, Teo, and Poke and Terminator now have no push to passes. Tuzo's asking for spotting soon. That might be a battle for P7. And it is. That's far more interesting than what we're seeing now for P12. So I think we're going to switch that. Tuzo's now chasing down, like, with the left hand and now. It's going to be tight between these two very, very well matched drivers. Tuzo's, of course, used to be quite the joke of a driver in the past, but he's improved a lot, to be fair on the lad. And this is for P7 now. Not bad of a performance from Bing Bong today as well. He's in P4. Darkar, safe pit stop for him. He's going to complete all his pit stops, and this is the second to last lap to pit. But yeah, he has. No, just so he's still got 4 PTPs left now as he heads into the final 4 laps, which is quite unbelievable, really. You never see that. Right, 2 does nearly hit in the corner cut body there. Rex round as he takes out 2 doors, but they both get going now, and Rex is going to carry his gap now. In P6, very good from him. But yeah, big mistake there. It doesn't look good at all when you have that crash. Tail stays on for another lap. This is the final lap to pit. Tom's coming up to lap 7. He doesn't move out the way in Tom's round. It won't matter because Tom's got a 25-second lead. Polk's spotting him out. Oh yeah, it's very close between him and Legit. Oh, it's a crash there. Lag from Legit as he lags back into Poker. I don't know why he's typing. Tail's going to call to lap Poke now. Legit still has to do the same thing, but Poke's lost a lot of time there. Legit just runs off. Poke's going to get him here. He's got him. It's P12 for Poke. This is so shit. Yeah, a respectable P12 as a 14. Reich's into the pit. Everyone's going to pit now. 2 does is going to... Well, it's close between them now. It looks like 2 does has a slightly better entry and a better pit stop. And he's going to try and go down the inside here as they both hold the racing line, actually. Jack just behind him in P9. He's going to try and chase the points as we head into the last few laps. Yeah, as we mentioned before, using always push to pass now. Bing Bong still got 3. Yeah, 2 does really good move there as he heads down the hill. It's a brilliant move through one of the most tricky corners on this track. Tail pits, track pits. Josh has run the final corner. Yeah, very good move from 2 doors as he moves up into P7. Breaks it, hold that final point paying position now, it looks like. Oh, it's bad from him. Yeah, Sev going to be the next victim to Tom's blue flags. Looks like there's no battles, and Sev just runs wide for him. Doesn't lose too much time there. Terminator down the inside. That's a great move. Brilliant from him as he makes the most out of Sev running wide for the blue flag. Sev using push to pass now as he heads Tom into the final corner. He's going to head onto the final lap of this Grand Prix. Sev just going on the grass there. He's losing a lot of traction. Terminator's going to leave space for him on the tarmac. Don't think he's going to use it though. He's going to go for a very wide line as they head into turn 1. Sev, great move. Stays. Oh, off the corner cut barrier. Terminator's gone as well. He reverses for some reason. Now Terminator's got the position of P10 on his debut. Poke just behind him as well. He might be looking to get in on this. Sev, that's a very risky move and he stays behind. Tom heads into sector 2. We're going to see Terminator stay ahead of Sev. Poach closing in. He's done alright in these last few laps to catch up. Um, I'm not sure Bing Bong actually does because he's used one now. Looks like 2 push-to passes in these last few laps. It doesn't look like he's going to help him at all though because Drax stretches lead. Actually, there's a battle for P2 going on now. It's Drac. Drac now. Tails lost a lot of time, it looks like, in the pit stop to the McLaren of Drac. And it's English versus Scottish now as we head into the last lap. So, around the final corner to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's a hat-trick. Season 9 wins for Tom, but we're going to go back to this on the back straight now. Neither with a push to pass, nobody has a push to pass left in this Grand Prix. Checker flag for Dusky there, but we're going to focus on this in the final corner. Wide line for Drac. Looks like Taylor's going to just keep in front of him there, and that was very, very risky from Taylor. He lost a lot of time in those final laps, and we are going to see the press conference for Tom. There's a disconnect today over the line. Oh, Josh is. That was spectacular. Big Bang's going to come home in a very respectable P4 for him. Taylor gets second. Yeah, a bit more respectable than P12. Don Posters have a good go at this race. We'll see the rest of the finishers now. Darkart, really good recovery from him after being last on lap 3. He finishes P6. Tudo's solid finish for him, getting up in the points there after his penultimate lap battle with Rikes, who finishes P8. And the rest of it doesn't matter because he gets 0 points. Right, we'll be in the press conference soon. And thank you for watching so far. We'll be back live. So we're here with second place Tailfire V2, or Tailfire P2, if you want to call them that. Very old joke that, it felt like season 3. So we sort of very tight finish between you and Jack. What happens in the final laps, especially in the final pit window?
Well, it was pretty intense because a lot of us hadn't pit until like the last lap possible, and because the McLaren garage is in front of us. When I was going to go pull out my pit box, Drac was just pulling into his, or Solaris, whatever you call him. He pulled in just as I was about to pull out, and I had to make an extra maneuver to try and avoid him. And then he just gained so much in those final few laps. He might have still had a push to pass remaining. I have no clue. I'm just glad I managed to hold on to the second place.
Yeah, of course, very tense day in the final lap. We've seen a tense final laps there. I remember Japan a few seasons ago between you and Marlow. A lot of
We don't talk about that one. We don't talk about that. That no.
Right, so we'll see you in the press conference. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
So back live for the press conference after the Bahrain Grand Prix was just the. It was an alright race to be honest, bit lacklustre in parts, but you've got to expect that with some races. Very challenging circuit for everyone. Tom the winner by 26 seconds at the end. Can you see your dominance continuing for weeks to come?
Possibly, yeah. I had a bit of a scare today. I don't know if you caught it on stream when I flipped off Knight's disconnected car.
Yeah, we did
like
catch that.
10 or 11. Yeah, that was fucking terrifying. And then he disconnected again, so like 10 laps from the end, and it was in the hairpin again. And yeah, I just sort of shouted.
Yeah, that was a big problem for most of the drivers today. Nice disconnection. He was all right in the race, especially with his battles for P9. Tayo, P2 for you. I think this is your second in a row.
No, definitely not second in a row. No.
Okay, second podium in a row then.
I was fourth last round.
Oh, sad time. Yeah, good drive from you. We spoke about this in the podium about you and Drac being close at the end. Can we just get your opinion on something then? We've seen the overcut being used quite a lot over the last few races. Do you think that the pit window should be made sure to reduce how much advantage you can get from just having good pace from the overcut?
It's a good question, really. I mean, I feel like it all just depends on the circuit, really, like how long the pit lanes are and such that can determine that. I know the pits aren't my strong point, but it's just something I got to work on.
Yeah, of course, we just see top cars just do the overcut. You and Tom, of course, have very good chemistry. Can we see you win the constructors this year?
If we're going at this rate, then definitely we've got a brilliant shot at it, I'd say.
Yeah, we saw Draka hit by Mojan on attendance today. McLaren dropping points. We still had a good finish in P3 because with the close finish between you and him. Do you think they're your main contestants for the constructors?
Well, yeah, I would still say McLaren are the main rivals to beat. Like, we are all like, I would say we're all close on pace, but Tom's just a little bit quicker.
Just only a little bit.
Just
26 seconds we saw. Pog's back, so we'll probably have a question. I'll get him in.
He's still muted. He doesn't want to.
Oh well. You can sit down if you want.
Yeah, you can sit down, Poke, on the wee wooden chairs if you want to inspect
the
it.
wee wooden chairs. Right, Formula Sam. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
P5, that's a great finish for you. Think you're best of the season so far. Do you think you're more of a race person than a qualifying person?
Well, it's my second P5 of the season, and I think I'm more of a person. I do a lot better in qualifying than I do in the races. I've had multiple front row starts that have not come to anything. I've qualified in Q3 twice out of 3 races this season, and hopefully I can turn into both a race and a quali person, but we're just a quali person at the moment.
Yeah, of course. Very good from you. Do you think Rob not turning up today is a bit of a hit for you?
No, not really. He's got that 1 point, which helps towards the constructor. I believe we are. I don't know where we are in the constructors, but we're we're fourth. We're fourth in the constructors. Is 1 point has certainly contributed to that, and hopefully can get more further on.
Yeah, of course. Maybe needs to turn up a bit more, especially with today very open race. We saw 15 people turn up. We have 16. Then maybe you could have got good points ahead of maybe Rikes and Toodles. But we'll move on to Rikes now. Very respectable P8 for your final points being position. But for the second time this season, we saw you.
Yeah, go on.
So yeah, we saw you have a good battle with Toodles and all. I believe Jack towards the end there.
It was a fun battle. To answer your question, hopefully more points this season because I didn't expect a good finish today because I've basing it from recent testing, I did not have good pace. So getting a point really was a surprise for me. I did have some connection issues today, like with the pit lane first stop, and then with Toodles later on in the race, where people just cut out in the voice, so I didn't really know what was going on. But I'll try to fix those issues as the season goes on.
Okay, yeah, just a quick question for you. We've seen a few PTP strategies today. What one do you think you use?
Repeat that, please. Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, we've seen a few push-to-pass strategies over the last few races, like people just save them up until the end, people going all out, as we saw Tom today used them all on like the first on the first few laps, I believe. I think it was free, and then we've had just people just spread them across. What do you think your option is?
I don't know. Anyone can use the VTBs as they want to, as when they feel it's comfortable to use. Personally, I mean, I've usually used the PTPs nearing the pit stops, so yeah, but it depends on who the trial race and yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dykes. Terminator, do we have you in VC? Yeah, we do. Good debut for you. Happy with that? Top.
Yeah. I mean, I was quite far off the pace from Jack. Then there was this weird turn one crash with Wakes, but it doesn't give him the fault. I think it was a good debut.
Yeah, of course. Think a good partnership with Jack then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I let him through because he was faster than me. So I'm like, yeah, Jack is Alonso and I'm Felipe.
Nice. We wish you the best for the rest of your career in RRC. So that concludes today's Grand Prix, today's press conference. Thank you all for joining us, and goodbye from Zakia.